Hello my friends and welcome back. Okay, I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop 100 points in infantry warfare and I'm going to kick off tank development. I'm concerned about this cavalry unit behind my lines here. It's expensive to do this, but I'll just keep this one moving. We'll get there in a couple of turns, but I'll operate one of these. Down this position to make sure this cavalry doesn't achieve anything. Damn, he eyeballed there. Right, need to reinforce those. There's so much reinforcement I could be doing. Two for two. You know, it's almost worth it with the sheer cost of reinforcements. It might be worth sacking units just to get more units. Oh, he highballed. I was going to pull it away with 1 HP and worry about fixing it later. But he highballed, so I died. Oh, I lowballed. Man, these are hurting. These constant lowballs are really hurting me. I don't know if I can waste their time by forcing them to chase me into the bog. Might as well for the experience. Right, let's just worry about staying alive. Oh, I lowballed. Again. Okay, I'm not allowed to entrench. Crying out loud. Fine, I'll have to be like that for now. Alright. They haven't got a bean left to their name. It looks like my supply cut here is not working, because these guys are all fully supplied. Man, it sure does feel like they got a lot of units, that is for sure. Alright, that was a nice high ball. Okay, plenty of enemies here. I wonder what that recon does, or how much impact that has. Not a penny to their name. Oh, he highballed. That was an acceptable trade for 2, but not for 3. Yeah, that was an acceptable trade for 2, but not for 3. Okay, this guy just moved in, so... Definitely put the hurt on him there. Yeah, this is another one I can put the hurt on. Damn it! Oh my god, and again. The RNG does not favour me today. Oh, I got a high ball, but he also got a high ball. Alright. Another French unit eliminated. Right. For some reason, the rules of Truffle Shuffle are slightly different to the rules of moving. So now I can get my artillery in this position. And next turn we'll switch it on. See if I can take Belfort. So much work to do and not enough magical points to do it. I guess the Russians are not coming out. I don't have like a minesweeper ship, so what do I do about the mines? You know what, that is actually a worthy trade. To lower the strength of a quite strong unit like that by 2. You know what? Let's start tank development for the Ottoman Empire. It's cheap. It's the way forward. I may have to move my navy soon to deal with a potential blockade. Just thinking as to whether I should rush in and destroy that. Ferdinand Foch is provided with a field command. Okay, he still managed to pull away despite being ambushed. Another sub. Okay. The cost of reinforcement is so high. There is in fact a reinforcement button which I could be using. But it doesn't tell you... Oh, it does tell you how much it costs. Damn it, I lowballed and he highballed. It's just like... absolutely ridiculous. Force march there to stop that ingress. So did he. Oh, I lowballed again! Now he's gonna get away. Unless... Oh, come on! He got a double evade. Like, there's a thing that happens where you, like, critically hit or you evade. And he evaded twice. He should... It's just... fine. Whatever. Can't chase him. I can't chase him down. I gotta reinforce. Okay. God, look at this horde. I'm not making any progress down here because there's no artillery. And it feels to me like you would need artillery to push this. Maybe you could push it on standard difficulty, but not on +1. I'll kick infantry weapons off soon, but 2 for 2, I'll take that. And then I'll slide on out. Although I probably should have walked them out. 3 for 2, it's not bad. This guy is just running. Doable, but none of my units are in the best condition. Got him. I gotta shuffle it in. What unit can I use to shuffle it in? That is a good question. Okay, I need to temporarily move this. Then move this here. move this here. I need a fast unit to get in here. There's too many action points. You know what, whatever. Let's just leave it like that. Ah, that cavalry is expensive to reinforce. How's the other front? Okay, we're holding the Russian horde here. This is kind of going nowhere right now. The fact that I have their supply depot here is letting me murder them en masse. But any dreams of cutting them off is exactly that. It's a dream right now. The Hungarian situation is not good. Kick off the armored warfare research. This technology is moving very slowly, considering this is what, an only 66 turn campaign? This is actually like a really terrible bit of terrain, so I'm not sure any of their units will be desperate to dive into it to attack my artillery. You know, if you're a mad lad, you could be tempted to actually disband units. I'm going to presume that disbanding ships is not allowed. I'm going to presume that that Russian ship went in here to one of its ports. No? Oh, he moved like the full extent of his range, so he actually... Why am I not seeing the combat predictors? He moved the full extent of his range, so he's actually right there, but for some reason I am not seeing the combat predictors anymore. Okay, now I am. I load. But he did no damage. Check the route of the destroyer first. Before I send an expensive ship. Okay, I presume that ship came out for a little sneaky strike on my shipping. Right, here's what I'm going to do. Cruise. We'll use the subs against the British. I'm going to presume that my fleet has little chance. Can I blockade that? Don't know if I have the naval strength to do anything like that. How much is that trade route worth? Because that's money, that is money that's coming from France, so they are paying for it. So all blocking it does is prevent it from reaching Serbia. But if it's not worth the money, it's not telling me what that trade is worth. Oh, I can't, it's one of these things where you can't change the mode. I can't put it on hunt while it's, I have to put it on hunt before I move it. Maybe I'll reinforce that sub and stick it on that trade route. Subs are not easy to get rid of. I've killed quite a few French units, so that's good. And I doubt it's going to make much of a difference. I'm sure there's layers of them behind there. I genuinely don't know if it's worth reinforcing cavalry. Alright, either way, I'm broke. There's a ship on my trade route. I'll go and find it and sink it. I'm really zoomed out here for some reason. Oof. Oh, that was a mega highball. Damn. That cavalry's going down. But to be honest, it costs as much as a core to run and it's not as good, so... Alright, new units. Let's get them up here on this front line. Okay, this isn't so bad. There's a lot of vicious fighting and a lot of units being mullered here, but I'm not sure entirely who is taking more damage here, but I have cut into France a little bit, and my control of this supply depot is really playing havoc with the units here, which are getting destroyed pretty handily. Well, this whole grain thing is a real problem. So, I need to carry on murdering units here until the grain pain stops. I might be able to do some real work here. We'll see. I do feel like the economy is stabilizing a little bit. There's some overextension from the enemy here that I can definitely exploit. If I can kill this group of units and push in, I could do immense damage to their supply routes. But then again, that's what I tried to do last time. I really should have deployed here for Hungary. I should have known that this would be the flashpoint. Because instead of taking all this loss of grain damage, if I could have taken this area early, when I cut in here, then this lot would have been pocketed. Anyway, that's enough ruminating for now. You know, as I said, I'm completely clueless about World War I. That's why I didn't put it on expert. So, yeah, it's okay. Everything is okay-ish. I guess the real thing I should do is just trade viciously and wait for my research to kick in. My total research funding is climbing very steadily here. I am making real progress. Even if it means making some tough choices. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.